It's mimosa, not mimosa. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio season 2023. Remember, you are the zodiacal wheel embodied. You have access to all the signs. We are all the signs. And so if this resonates for you, if you were drawn to it, you're here for a reason. Whoo, y'all, I don't know about anybody else, but was Halloween fucking weird? Can we just talk about that? I feel like everybody that I know was hella low vibe, hella low energy, was just like, it was a weird day. It was a weird day. Possibly one of the worst Halloweens that I think that I've ever experienced or encountered in the last, 6 years or so. There's a lot that's going on. And I put this shirt on and it came to me something about like correction. And so there is something here, and my famous quote from my Aunt Yvonne, with love comes correction. I love you enough to check you. I love you enough to correct you. And I feel like that's what the divine is saying to us right now. So hydrate, light it if you got it, as I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this Scorpio season 2023. It's heavy. Maybe we all need to breathe. Let's just take a second and breathe. Like, empty your lungs, baby love. And then take a deep breath through your nose whenever you're ready. Hold that breath at the top and release out of your mouth. And empty your lungs. Again, empty your lungs and breathe through your nose. Hold it at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out your mouth. Yeah, because there's like correction, course correction. With love comes correction. Do you need to check yourself? Do you need to be corrected? Are you being corrected? These two little cards like skim off the top. I haven't looked at them yet, and I feel, yes. 4 of Cups plus the Ace of Wands. And it's interesting here because 2 cards, 2 aces indicated here. This is the Ace of Cups that's indicated here. And then the Ace of Wands going in the other direction. There's something here about like closing yourself off, staying stuck where you are. Maybe even digging your heels into a place that you're not supposed to be anymore. With the 4 of Cups coming out, I do feel like what's going on with your relationship to defensiveness? Is your internal defense is your internal security system, like, does that need to be recalibrated? There's some tweaking that needs to go. Because I feel like this is not the proper response. Y'all know how I feel about this fucking twat in the 4 of Cups. Like, how dare we? And I say that, but it's just like, we do this too. I do this too. Something new wants to come in, some new opportunity, and I'm just like, meh. And so I feel like for those of us watching, I feel like there's something shifting in our defenses. It's like keeping yourself closed off, keeping yourself like being indignant in some sort of way. I feel like it's closing you off to the blessings that the divine wants to bring in. How can this new stuff come in if we're so focused on the past, or we're so focused on the present? We're so focused on maybe even negativity or friends or vices or escapism or just survival. Some of us are just so closed off, so disengaged that we're not noticing all like the blessings, all the opportunities around us. As I say that, I feel like a lifting. And so there is something here about like, there's blessings, there's opportunities from the front to back. There's opportunities, there's God is all around you. God is all around you. The divine is your supply. The universe is your supply. And by way of the Almighty, they want to give you this influx of love, creativity, new depths, new intensity in life. And I feel like a lot of it is coming in by way of other people, by way of like how we relate. There's like a relational thing that's going on. And I just feel like we're comfortable in ourselves, comfortable in our shells. A lot of us are still recovering from like what COVID did to us as a collective, as a species. And there is this like, damn, bottom of the cups, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, which that's indicated here. So now you see from the front to back, the divine's trying to bring you this good stuff. We can't be scared. I mean, we can't, absolutely, excuse me, you can be scared. You are allowed to be scared. But at some point, I do feel like there is a surrendering of that fear to the God of your understanding. You trust them or not. And that's what this comes down to. Whatever it is that you're facing, the thing that's got you closed off or that's perpetuating you being closed off, I feel like it's like this is showing up and it's coming out. This obstacle is coming out to like get you over the hurdle, get you over the hump. This obstacle is like meant to get you to this place of receptivity. Get you to a place of receptivity that's going to help get us to a place of receptivity that's going to help us understand why we experience this so hardcore. I feel like there is a loving correction that is coming in. And by way of the Almighty, the aces are like, yo, I love you. I just want to give you a gift. I want to give you these things. There's this influx. There's this kick in the ass, this fire up under your ass that needs to be lit and you're afraid of it. There's this new depth and creativity and there's an abundance that you're possibly afraid of, or you're possibly afraid to receive, or you may not feel worthy of because of how kicked in the ass we've been. There is a lot of pain that there's a lot of fear. And I feel like the divine is like from the front to the back, as above, so below, from every side. You are protected. You are being restored. You are being renewed if you let it. And so there could be some sort of, there may be a stuckness and a fear of trusting our originality, a fear of trusting ourselves, a fear of shooting our shot and going for the gold. And a lot of us are still in recovery from the last time that we were like excited about life, or we're in recovery from the last time we were excited about something, or that we poured our heart into something. A lot of us have still been recovering from very upsetting situations. And I feel like there's new connections, new love, new energy that's coming in to reinvigorate you and to help you heal, to help you recover so we can get back here. Venus in Virgo, where she is right now. And is like, hey, we're attracting in. Ooh, Venus in Virgo is like attracting in new mental skills. It's like attracting in new mental processes. It's attracting in a new lens. It's attracting in new like skills of deduction. It's attracting in new ways for you to investigate, new ways for you to find out information. So what are we being corrected on? What are we Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, what do you need to correct us on? For everyone watching and feeling this, what is it that we need to be corrected on? Please show us the error of our ways. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's just like, where is the correction? Where is this needed? What arena of life? Where are we being cosmically corrected? Please show us the lack. Whew. In regards to our emotions, in regards to our faith, in regards to our creativity, I just saw 1010. There's a brand new relationship to you understanding how fucking special you are. You have something that nobody else has. You are you, and that is your fucking superpower. And you being you puts you in a position where, yeah, you may have to be a light in some really intense darkness. And that shit hurts. And it's uncomfortable to have to muster up all the energy to act right and to do the right thing and to be the bigger person. But I'm telling you, the divine wants you in a place where you feel peaceful, where you feel balanced, where you feel emotionally intelligent and emotionally capable and capable of expressing yourself emotionally. So we're being corrected in our spirit, in our feelings. We're being corrected in our desires, our observation skills. See how she's looking at that? There's something there about like what I was saying, like we're being given a new lens. We're being given new mental capacity. The only ace that's not out is the Ace of Swords. And I asked, what's the correction? We're being corrected into like trusting who we are, trusting the gifts that God gave us, trusting that we're here for a reason, trusting into our purpose, trusting our emotions. Because that's the thing, I told y'all with that solar eclipse in Libra, that there was something here about the moon blocking out the sun, the emotions, the power of the emotions, the power of feelings, the power of divine energy, the power of divine receptivity can block out the sun. Can block out what you think you know about yourself. Your emotions that are coming up, our emotions are messengers, and they're trying to teach us something, tell us something, lead us somewhere. Very specific. And the correction is coming because, and the correction is uncomfortable because it comes with a severing. There is a letting of something go. Letting go of the three swords he's holding are these three swords. We're being corrected in like how much we have identified with our pain. How much we cling onto it, how we romanticize it, how it becomes a part of our identity. How sometimes our response to pain can just be this thing that we just stick ourselves to. It's like a glue, and then we just fall into victim mentality or fall into depression, or anxiety overrides our reasoning mind. And I feel like the correction that's coming is the divine's like, yo, you're going to have to leave some stuff behind, or some stuff is leaving you behind. And it may be uncomfortable. It may cause this cognitive dissonance. It may cause this conflict in the realm of your mind. It may cause conflict in the realm of your heart. But at least you won't be holding this anymore. And it came out reversed because for some of us, we are already on the precipice of letting it go. For the rest of us, we've fallen in love with this and have ignored the fact that it's there. There's pain that motivates you, that gets you up in the morning, that makes you want to go out and get it. And getting that person back just makes you want to showing up and being better. It's funny because I was thinking about this yesterday, the day before yesterday. I was just like, my most recent heartbreak elicited this very unfamiliar response to pain for me. Normally when I'm in pain, I go work out. I make myself better. All of a sudden, I've like lost 10 pounds and I'm like, ooh. And this time around, it sent me in the opposite direction. I've like gained 10 pounds. I have been in the house all year. Granted, I doubled my income and I was working like crazy. So that's what it was. Is like instead of distracting myself with my physical body, I like distracted myself with work. And trust and believe, I felt the pain. I leaned into it. I've gotten what I need to get out of it. But I do feel like there could be something in how we respond to pain that is shifting. Like, as opposed to getting active and fighting back, something may have hit really, really hard that sets you on your ass. And the divine is like, hey, there's a severing from that pain. There's a severing from that indecision. And we're being asked to put our defenses down. The 2 swords on the bottom are the indicative of the 2 of swords. And we're being asked to put our weapons down. There's too much self-defensiveness going on. We're too closed off. And if we're this closed off, then that lets me know that we're all struggling to shift into being faith-based, shift into being led by our faith versus led by fear and what we see with our physical eyes. There is something that's shifting when it comes to your concept of reality. It's like our concept of reality is not what reality actually is. And I just feel like we are being corrected and we are being given very specific tools to heal ourselves so that we can help heal and contribute to the lives and to the betterment of those around us. How do we need to correct ourselves? So the divine is correcting us by way of showing us our gifts. We are not our stuff. We are not, the things that you own are not the things that make you, you know, and so, and how productive you are does not define your worthiness or your value in life. Oh God, back. And there is something about like your stature showing up, sitting up straight. Like how you're like taking on the world versus being like slumped and crossed and pouting, and like get up, get out, move your body. Remember what you're made of. Remember who has you. Remember who your creator is. And tune into the trust of them. Tune into like the waning or the waxing of your trust in them. So the divine is cosmically editing us, cosmically correcting us, leveling us up, growing us emotionally, spiritually, artistically, creatively. And that maturation that's happening emotionally is going to cause us to be okay walking away from certain things and be okay with certain things being removed from our lives or taken away, or certain things walking away from us. That's the divine's work. Let them do their work. Let them cook. What ways do we need to correct ourselves? Five of Wands. Stop going against the grain. There it is. We got to stop going against the grain and put our weapons down so we can receive divine weaponry. And the divine weaponry looks like insight, intuition, prosperity, some sort of notoriety. I just heard, I will make you a house set atop a hill. I don't know what scripture that is, but there is something here about like, and then the hermit at the bottom of the deck, he's atop a hill, atop a mountain. And so the ways that we're correcting ourselves, a lot of us, this is like cutting out toxic people, cutting out, and then they don't even have to be toxic. It's time to like cut out the ain't shit people in your life. The people who just ain't doing shit. The people who are so negative and like incite drama or incite chaos or incite anxiety in your life. There is a turning away from them. There is a moving away from that. And I feel like we are being asked to trust in the tools that we are being given. So we can wield the truth. We can wield true power. We can understand what true power, what real truth is. And that's a process that I feel like is very isolating. It's a process that may feel lonely. It's a process that is lonely. But we are learning how to be re-guided. I also feel like the divine may be really showing you what's going on with that Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your life, and how to love yourself enough to move away from them. Those of you that have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, I feel like there is this refocusing. The correction is coming that we are being refocused. Yo, it's mimosa, not mimosa. That's what my shirt says. And the conflict that comes from the cosmic editing, I feel like is going to bleed into your own personal editing. Because it's like, I'm done. I'm just like done with the shit. I am with the shit so much that I know when to be done with it. And I know how to lay it down. I know how to sever it. And that's what this feels like. It's like the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords is coming in to just cut through the bullshit, to cut through the drama. Especially if you have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like you may be feeling very chaotic internally, very chaotic in your body, chaotic in the mind. And there's empowering conversations, important conversations, these like awarenesses, like epiphanies coming in that I feel like are really going to show you how to act, how to correct yourself, how to like what way to move. I'm going to show you how to move in a room full of vultures. So yo, everybody knows already, Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, YouTube at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. I feel like this said a lot. And I'm excited to clarify this over in the Patreon plunge, where we're going to look at every card and clarify this stuff. Because the divine is like, yo, I didn't give you a spirit of fear. I gave you a spirit of love, power, and a sound fucking mind. A sound mind. And the kind of soundness of mind that has you understanding that you don't need to be begging and pleading and crying over something that you have faith that the divine is going to bring to you. So don't pray for something that you don't believe that the divine can give you. It's a mismanagement of your energy. Because you're also counteracting a manifestation. It's like, how can it come in if you don't believe that it's something that can happen? And that really wants to be shifted. And that will require a slowing down. We are in Scorpio season. We're getting ready to, enter into the darkest part of the year. And we're going into winter eventually. And though we're not there yet, we can feel it and we're being prepared for it. And so I do feel like that slowing down is happening so that we can have a deeper understanding of harmony and what we need to harmonize with. It's like fine-tune your own personal melody so you can get real clear about what other notes and inflections and bars and stanzas you want to harmonize with. because there's a lot that wants to come in. All 4 aces out by way of the Almighty. Mashallah. I'm excited to clarify this. Let's get into it. I'll see you over on Patreon. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.